Alright, I'm here on my boosted level 60, 63 now. As usually go healer. I went DPS on this character. I'm not always a fan of DPS characters. My other sorcerer is a healer. I'm trying to resist the temptation not to go back to healing with this guy. Healing just comes naturally to me. It's how I think. So this is a madness sorcerer, okay? It's a dot spec, damage over time. It's love and hate right now. Um, I think the class is super cool. Maybe my favorite class, the Inquisitor, the Sorcerer, and the Assassin. The thing I don't like about this is that its main mechanic is called Death Field. Now, it's good. The problem is it breaks CC, and I'm a big fan of using CC. I don't like pure DPS, just burn everything down quickly kind of gameplay. It's fine if you like it. For me, I just kind of like more strategy tactics. Anyway, to get the most out of the Madness Sorcerer, you need Death Field. And there's two different ways to use it. Um, One of the benefits of Death Field, and there's two, one is what they call a death mark on a target. So if I hit a target with Death Field, my next 15 damage over time effects will have increased damage. The other benefit, and this is another way to use it, is that if I hit a target, let's say there's multiple targets, I'll do that in a minute, or a few minutes. If I put my two main dots here, Creeping Terror and Affliction, and then hit that target with Death Field, Death Field will spread that dot to any other targets that it hits. Okay, but Death Field must hit the target you originally placed Affliction and Creeping Terror upon. So if you're doing multiple targets, in a way you really want to do this first, Affliction and Creeping Terror, then Death Field. If you're doing a single target, you really want to do Death Field first because it will magnify the effect of these two dots. Now, if I'm going to use CC, I really can't use Death Field. It's going to break it. So I feel a little weird with the spec as I play it because of that. I feel that to use CC is to gimp the damage in a way because I'm not going to use Death Field, which will break it. But I'm going to just work with it and see how it goes. So far, it's been okay. I'm going to try this guy here. He's probably going to stun me. So many of these game developers love stuns. I hate stuns. It's just that they can do it too much, I think. You just get stunned every fight. That's the thing. And your stun breaker, this is a 2-minute cooldown. It gets kind of silly. It's almost not worth using in many cases. So I'm going to try this now. Since this is a single target, I'm going to hit him with Death Field first. Although I like this because, see, this stuns for 2 seconds. Actually immobilizes, not stun. So that I'm not really using that effect when I use it first. So anyway, I'm going to try this guy first. I should point out something else here. This is another big attack, Demolish. Now, unlike, this is very ironic, the Lightning Sorcerer really doesn't use Force Lightning very much. It's almost a filler attack for them. The Madness Sorcerer, on the other hand, makes a lot of use of Force Lightning. You get 4 stacks of Wrath, as they call it, and at 4 stacks, this ability here, Demolish, will light up. You'll see you get a proc for it. Okay, it'll light up something quite like this. It then does more damage, 25% more damage. It costs half the force, and it casts instantly. This is almost 2-second cast time, 1.9 seconds. All right. This is Life Leech, Force Leech. Which is actually a Life Drain Life Leech. I took the utility so I could use that while moving. One of the ideas with this is that it's a more mobile spec generally than the Lightning Sorcerer. So you kind of want to take advantage of all the motion that you can with this to kite enemies when you need to. So really this, you could open with this if you want, because when you open a fight, when you start a fight, you know, nothing's happening, so you can very easily cast, but you're losing the damage boost to it, and it's costing you more force. So I tend not to do that too much. Anyway, let me try hitting this guy with Death Field, and then Creeping Terror and Affliction, and then I'll probably hit him with Force Lightning, see if I get a proc to use Demolish. Guard my hero a little bit too. Alright, here it goes.
You're dead meat!
The fourth assassin. That's the end of that one.
They interrupted. Okay, he was dead before I got to use that, but I got the proc, if you can see. And now I got to put this damn dot on him. Alright. I mostly hate that on stealth classes, because you can't stealth until that's gone. Alright, now I'm going to do it differently. I'm going to try to hit all these guys here, and I'm not going to open with Death Field, because I want to spread Death Field. I'm going to aim for this middle guy, alright? I don't want to aim for an end guy, because I want to make sure that I put my Death Field on him, and I want to spread my dots to the other ones. We'll see what happens.
Let's see what you're made of!
Challenge accepted and met.
Nah, he's out of range.
Somewhat worthy opponent.
Yeah, I couldn't get him. I'm going to play a little more, see what happens here. I'll probably one-shot this guy.
Let's see what you're made of!
Pretty cool. Doesn't have a good flow to me yet, the class. But I just want to kind of show what the idea is. You're trying to spread your dots and get a proc for Demolish here. Get the Wrath proc.
You're dead meat!
Never stood a chance.
Yeah, I just find it a little hard to get Death Field to cover enough enemies, really. But so again, I'm opening with my dots instead of my Death Field, which is also a dot too. But I think it's a dot. No, it really isn't. Okay.
Better start running!
But have a good fight. That's the end of that one.
You're dead meat!
Somewhat worthy opponent. Challenge accepted and met.
That's kind of how it goes. You can probably get by using Force Storm a lot, but you're kind of neglecting the mechanic of what makes the Man the Sorcerer strong. I could see that this is probably better on the sort of boss fights when you have time to build up dots. That tends to be what dot specs do best. They tend to have high DPS in long fights. But I'm going to keep working with this and see how it goes. This does go faster too. This channels, I think, faster than there's a special buff you get where it channels faster, but it deals less damage actually than a Lightning Sorcerer. But it gives you those procs anyway to get that Demolish. Anyway, that's enough for this, I think. I just wanted to show how this basically works. How you want to get dots on a target and spread them with Death Field, or if you're doing a single target, hit them with Death Field first and get increased dot damage from other dots. And the other thing is, don't use Death Field if you're going to use CC. It's the same thing as using Force Storm, basically. You will break the CC. And you know what? Maybe I will see how this works when I use CC and have to kill stuff. Probably going to be a matter of using a lot of force lightning and dots. So let me see. Aha. Let's see. We got some people here. Just line up, put them on her.
Let's see what you're made of.
Stun him.
Never stood a chance.
Okay. Do the same for him.
The force
Stuns.
serves me.
Now.
Somewhat worthy opponent.
Okay. I had the demolish. I had the wrath proc, so I stick with that. Went pretty fast. So that's okay when you use CC. It doesn't feel too gimped by not using Death Field on the whole pole, so to speak. Yeah, I imagine I'll like this pretty much as I play it more. So that's enough for this one. I'll do more if I can think of more fine tuning to this later. I'm sure I will. I've just been playing this a couple days. So that's about it.